Okay, here we go. Here we go. Lidia gameplay. Oh, here we go.
Can you hear it? Everything good?
Let's
The
go.
カクカクじゃないですか大丈夫ですかね普通に
チョッピーだすげえチョッピーらしい
Okay.
画面が
重い
重いですか
Yeah,
they're just explaining.
海外の人も日本人
They're
になっ
just
てる
explaining
じゃあ
fucking
なんでや
もう一回やってみましょうか
みんな
mode.
チョッピーっつってん
Easy
の
はい
mode.
じゃあちょっと三角
フレームがとんでもないこと重い
重い
They're working on-
なんかそこやっぱ
Having
チョッピー言うてる人の方が多いね
Oh shit. Skip.
Is that kind of direct linear attack, but also the brute power that it has, and it kind of like penetrates your opponent's attacks, or sorry, defenses. So her techniques and the way that
Okay,
she's
so her
balanced is
big
kind
flaw
of,
is gonna be
with
like
that as a
she's
pillar.
linear.
はい
Is that what they're saying?
でまずやっぱり
Strong
空手といえ
linear
ば
moves,
正拳
but
突き
don't track
こ
very
れが
well.
一番大事な技になってくるのでこちらかなり
That
強
works
力
for
な
me.
攻撃になっています
Hey,
で
Yoshi's
コマンドは
very
前々
linear.
に
said forward, right punch, but she also has a left one from while running. You just do the left punch.
でこの正拳突きはプチ情報ですけど今回リディア前作から踏襲なんですけども日本空手協会の
Hopefully
中
they're
達
both
也先生
linear.
がモー
That
ショ
would
ンキ
be
ャ
a
プチャーを
very
持っていて
annoying
中
like
先生の
mix
得
up
意
to
技
deal
の
with on
右正
approach.
拳と左正拳
Not
が
gonna lie.
リディアに実装の型ですねこれが猫足っていう後ろ両キックで出る猫足で前両キックで出るこれ騎馬立ちですね騎馬戦の騎馬みたいなポーズ
So it looks like she's got two
So
stances that she
obviously,
can just
when we
rip
talk about
into.
the cut,
構えからも前を入れておくことでこの前後後ろの構えですね
Okay, so
and
she's
from
got
the
another
next one,
stance.
either
that goes
cat
into a
or
different
horse, you can
stance?
push forward to go into this other more aggressive.
難しかったので今回は技を
Oh, what is
ガー
it?
ドさせ
Y'all
る
see
だ
that?
けでも
Look at the emblem.
構えに移行す
Like
るようになって
Eddie.
ますし
It looks like she's
こ
got
の後に
she's got an emblem
ボ
like
タンを押して
Eddie
おくだ
and
けで
Brian
どん
and
どん
shit.
構えを
Is she gonna have
And
stalks?
before, you know, it was
She
a bit
gonna
more
have
complex
stalks
with
like
Tekken 7
Eddie?
where we had
Is
the
this gonna be a
forward,
DLC thing?
stances.
天井天下っていうものが追加されていてこれですねこちらが非常に強い性になってますので後でまた
Oh, see, look!
紹介します
Look, she's got a number.
構えは4つ
Oh,
なん
it's
です
gonna
け
be
ど
stalks.
普段から
It's
使
gonna
え
be
る
stalks
構
just
えは
like
3
Eddie.
つで
So another cool feature of her is a stance
Dang,
that she
bro.
has special
I
access
wish they
to
would have done something a
while
little
in the
bit
heat
more
state,
unique.
which is called Tenjo Tenge.
Instead
which
of
I
just
believe
doing
the
stalks.
English
Like
was,
it's just
heaven
gonna be
and
like a
earth
typical
stance,
DLC thing.
Which
Watch,
is
the
kind of a
next
very powered
DLC
up version.
character is
But
also
it's been
going to
streamlined
have
in the
stalks.
fact that you have 3 that you'll be using normally.
That's kind of
and then this
disappointing.
heaven and earth when she's in the heat state.
はいなんでヒート中に天井天下が加わる
But
こ
that
と
is
で
cool though.
もう型を使
She's
って
got a
攻
whole
めがどんどん
different
バリエー
stance
ションが豊かになっていくっていう感じになってます
And so when she
It
has,
seems like
she's
that's
in
her,
the
like,
heat state
strong
and has
stance.
access to the heaven and earth stance. It
That's
just gives
cool.
you more options to
Heaven and Earth. That's
you
a
know,
dope
overwhelm
name,
your
too.
opponent. Not like it's this one attack's gonna defeat everything.
こんな感じで
Right.
止めることができるの
That's
で
good.
そ
That's
こら辺
good.
の駆け引きを楽しむといったのがリディア戦ならではの
I mean,
ことになると思います
It's good
So
on
kind of
paper.
that strategy that you
Hopefully,
employ
like
and how your
when this
opponent,
character
will try to
releases, that's
react
how
is
she
one
is.
of
She
the
doesn't
fun parts
have
about playing this
a
character.
move
は
that
い
they
なんで
didn't
とにか
skim
くリディ
through,
ア
you
は
know,
この新速
and
正
it
拳突
like
きを
beats
ガードさ
everything.
せるもしくはヒットさせて展開を作っていく5フレームになるので
Plus
さっきの
15 on
攻撃がどんどん
hit.
リディア側が出せる
Does that
攻撃が増えてい
guarantee
って
anything?
受ける側は苦しくなっていくみたいな
でも移行するからそこでやめてローンチするこ
Oh
とができる。
shit! What's her
So that's-
fastest move?
So on hit, it's 15 even, which is, you know, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That allows her to follow up with very strong options. That said, it's not like you can just stop right there and then launch your opponent with a 15-frame launcher.
Right, of
because
course.
She transitions into the stance.
Automatically transitions to the stance. My question is, what's her
本当にこ
fastest
の
move in
前
that
々右パ
stance?
ンチの新速正拳突きさえ覚えてい
If
れ
there
ば
is a move that's
実はこ
under
うカウンターに
15
なる
frames,
と
then my next
連続
question
ヒッ
would
トする
be,
技が
is it a guarantee or is that like
あー
fake
この右
plus?
パンチ
You know,
これ
kind
が
of like a
連
fake
続ヒッ
plus.
トするでヒートに移行できるっていった感じでプラス17フレームなのでこの LP も確定してどんどん構えを使った攻めが展開できるので本当にリディア使いたい人はまずはここから覚えて
I'm
こういう風
seeing
な感じで攻めていっ
17,
たりカウンターヒットしてたら右パンチで
seeing
ヒートを狙って
16, but I'm not
みたい
seeing
な感じのスタイル
15.
になります
And so on counter hit, this move becomes even
That might
more
be
interesting
launch
as
punishable
you
on
are,
block.
plus
Oh my
17,
gosh.
which means
What's her-
that,
what's her frames
left
on
attack,
block?
I believe it is
同じくこの構えを使った
Nice low. Oh, that
展開が
homing?
さっきと同じ状況
That's a
になるの
homing
で
low.
楽しく遊べますので
Minus
初めて使う
13,
方
but
は
you go into
2つ
stance.
So these
Avoid
two
it.
moves
I wonder
are,
if you can
a
cancel
good way
that
to start off
stance.
with this character once you
Okay,
finally
she's
pick her
plus 5. So on block,
はい。
If
ま
she's
あその辺が
+5
リディアを使うときに
and her
覚えてお
fastest
きたい
move is
この2つの部分ですね。
16,
So basically, if you remember these
she
two,
can
you
still be
should set
jabbed.
when the
She can
character's
still be
moving.
jabbed out of.
How can
That's a
you-
jab
Deja-
punish for blocking
あレイジャーツ
4-4-2.
じゃあちょっとまあ一回
Whoa.
息抜きにま
I believe the
That's
rage arts
probably
for
the
Lidia
worst
is pretty
4-4-2
impressive,
out of,
so he's gonna show this and talk.
I
a
mean,
little
it's
bit
worse
about
than
it.
Jin's. That's for sure. It's not safe.
こちらは結構制作時から、
This
まあ、
is
メンバーの中
badass.
で
That's a dope
やっぱ
rage
りレイ
art.
ジャーツを作るんであれば国をこう背負って戦うリディアのこう意志を表現はい
Harada got mad at me for saying it was strong.
18フレーム
Sorry.
でガードされてもプラス2フレーム取れるすごい
+2 on
中段の
block.
ヒート
That is
の
pretty
主力ですね。
On
Heat
block,
engager
and this is
mid,
going to
that's
be one of
+2.
her main techniques. Going to want to be using.
はいまあ、こういう連携が割り込めなくなります。
So
+2
this
ain't
current
bad.
combination is
It's
hard to
sidesteppable though.
interrupt. That
ちょ
insane,
っと
but
待ってください。
you can sidestep it.
これ左は当たって右横移動が結構
こっち奥じゃん
はい。
So,
Let's say you can sidestep
Okay,
it.
okay.
yeah,
It's not
see,
working.
so if you go into the
Sidestep
forward,
right.
the
Okay, cool.
background.
意外と難しそう
They've
って言
really
ってる人いた
thought
んだ
about
けど
like
あ
how
の
to
ま
defend
あ操作
against
気持ちいいん
her.
ですよで、
うん
意外と
I
難
feel
し
like-
くなくて
I
実
feel
は
like
こう
with
中津がサクサクやってるように見え
It
るけど
might
実際
she
皆
might
さん
not
も
be like
指
very
導
high
技
on
だけ
the
出
tier
して
list
その後ボタンパカ
because
パカ
they
押してる
focused
と
on
構
the
えも含め
counterplay.
てサクサク
Men seems
Who
that
knows, though?
people are thinking of one particular button. So I guess you could say it's comparative to Eddie's LK combination that he does. So
That's
it's
so stupid.
where you just simply
I'm
transition
sorry,
through
Bandai.
the
We gotta
techniques.
stop
うん
doing
なんで
this.
結構初めて触る人
We
には
gotta
おすす
stop
めの
doing
曲で
this
す。
mash one button.
So it's
to
actually maybe
do
easier than
a whole
you would
combo
think
for you.
at first glance. So
That's not. That's
you know,
not
even
cool,
if you're a
man.
beginner player, it's
手触りもいいし結構とっつ
I
きやすい
get
キャラクター
Lydia used to
And Harada
be
was
like
just saying
an
that,
easier character.
you know, but just not even
But, like-
thinking and just continuing.
but like
pressing
you
the button,
did this with Eddie.
You have to think of timing and
So I
distance.
feel like this is
if
a
you're doing it too
common
much, you might
trend
back up
that we're
against,
gonna have
back
with
your
all
opponent up against
DLC
the
characters.
wall,
Like all
leaving
DLC
your
characters are
follow-up
gonna be
attacks
easy.
to,
That
be
way,
off access,
you
etc.
try to get people to buy your
これはもう
character.
単純
Like
にかっこいいから
I
使い
don't.
たいな。
そうか
I'm not a big
そうぜひ
fan of
か
that.
っこいいから使っ
So
Okay.
choosing your follow-up inputs depending on your opponent's actions is something you
That
could
looks
do.
like
you know,
that looks
slightly,
like a flash
but
punch
also another
type
good use
deal.
is when your opponent.
2発止めでマイナ
What
ス
is the
10
frame? 10?
3発止めでマイナス
14?
13最後まで出すと
Oh,
マ
okay.
イナス
So
15
it's
ど
a
こで
14
も
frame
反撃を
move,
受けて
so
し
it
まう
won't
の
be.
で結構対応は禁物ですがおすすめ
Oh,
で
what
す
was
And
that
like
on block?
many other Tekken moves,
Minus
though,
8?
You know, when people try to
15.
stop
Okay, it is
through,
launch punishable.
at the first instance,
Wow,
it's
it's like a slow
minus
flash
10.
punch.
At the
That's
second
interesting.
instance, it's like
あ
minus.
えて使ったりまあ初期のうちは、まあ、ヒートに入ったらひとまずヒートスマッシュを吐いて
Okay, so free
天井
strongest
天井に行って攻めを継続するっていうのが一番おすすめになります強いかどこが、まあ、
Right,
鉄
everybody
拳の
knows.
中でも最強
But
クラスの
I
国な
know
の
they're
かはうまく
recommending it.
So why is
They're
having
recommending
such
it when your heat
strong
is about to go
recommendation?
out.
He's gonna. So the both punches from that stance delivers an unblockable attack. そこそこ早いしな。
うんこれを読んだらまあしゃがむしかないっていう
Oh,
感じ
so
で
like
すね
kind of like Steve?
If you're the opponent of Lidia, your option would be to duck, which would obviously avoid the attack.
Right.
はい
So I guess kind of
で
like
しゃ
Steve.
がむ人に
Not
は
really though.
実はもっと痛いものがありまして
Then once your opponent is conditioned to duck,
この LP で
you can
浮か
use
されちゃう
Oh, launching mid.
to go into a
That's
aerial jump.
good.
はいまあ、こうなったらもうだから
That's
読み合い
good.
をもう受けるしかないんですけども、まあ、リディア
An,
側も一応ガードされ
an
ると
unblockable high
リスクはあり
to
ます
get you really scared about
So
the high
once
trying to duck
Lydia's
that
in
shit.
heat
versus
state
a
and,
launching mid.
attacking the opponent, obviously the opponent just has to make some good decisions, just like any other.
Oh,
ただし
but
マイナス11しかないんで
Wow,
かなり
the
破格の
mid
性能
is
になってます
block
But she's
punishable.
also at a
Minus 11.
disadvantage if your opponent chooses correctly. But I think it's
She's
at
a risk
minus 11
taker.
frames or so.
技があるんですけどもこの技ですねこの技ガードされてもプラス6フレーム取れて攻めが継続できる、
Okay,
ま
so
あこうい
the,
った感じ
she
で、
always has a safe option.
ガード不
Okay,
能の上
fair
段
enough.
攻撃、
Fair enough.
当たれば
That looked
相
like
手を浮か
strong
せる
chip
中段攻
damage
撃
too.
中段はいまあ、この辺がまあ
That
ヒ
seems
ー
like-
ト
yeah,
スマッ
that's
シュから
gonna
い
be the
った
most
り
used shit.
あとはあれですね
Obviously.
踏み
So another interesting point is there are certain times when you know your opponent's going to do like a heat burst, right? Like after you've got them blocking with the slash kick or something like that. You can actually penetrate that heat burst. 'Cause
Hey, yo,
it's got kind of a
pause.
power crush to
ん
it.
ですけども1でもあれば
There's 3 levels in total,
今の行動が
but on level 1,
終わってもヒートスマッシュまでいけて、さらに天井
I
天井
missed
ま
the
で
You can
frames
see
again.
that in level 1, she can do that to technique she just did,
She
but still have
reduces the
enough
heat.
heat timer
Oh,
to
that's
do
neat.
the heat smash
That's
at the
unique.
end, which leaves me and
さ
do
っ
the
き
same
は
thing.
ダメージ64でした
It was
これがどう
64.
なるか73
Now it powers up to 73.
はいこんな感じでダメージも上がるしヒートタイマーの消
And that
費
was
量
from
も
an
減っていくので
unblockable high?
天井天下っていう最強の構えを使いこなすことがリディアの
That's some
本当に
damage.
上達の
ここに弱いのは
Of
さっき言っ
course,
た通り
being weak
はい
to sidestepping,
横は、
but
まあ、この
also
右横に弱いのと、まあ、これが強いんですけどもガードするとガード下が浮かせることができるので、
浮かされ確
Oh,
定
and
she
this
has
is
to go
a
into stance.
this
So
is a
it's
good
launch
stance to
punishment.
get in.
仕組みになっているかはこの今説明した内容のまあいろいろ入っている
Show us the numbers.
メインテクニック
How
のとこ
many
ろに
moves does she have?
暴れる相手に強い
And I was just saying, if you forget what we
Whoa.
talked about today, once the character comes
443?
out, you know, one of the cool things about Tekken 8 is you just open up the move list,
443.
and that
Launcher.
left tab shows the
443
main
is
moves
a
that
launcher.
you're going to want to start.
All I want to know is the
意外
frames.
と
She's really cool
鉄
looking
拳
though.
詳しいことに意外がってる人が多いんだけ
It's
ど
too
多分
bad
世
that
代
they're
が変わっ
making
たせい
her
なん
like
だろうけど
easier with
え、
the
新宿の
fucking.
平八
Instead of Eddie
けど
being
若い人知らないと思うよ俺
33333,
鉄拳
she's
6
gonna
の無
be
印までは
111111.
俺がゲームスクリプト鉄拳5
They're
ぐ
doing
ら
the
いまで
same
は君
stock
たちに
system
多
like
分
Eddie, but it is
ボコボコにでき
interesting
ると思
that
うよ
they're changing it for
特に
like
ワンツース
heat
リーあたりはね
consumption.
多分
That is
100
an
回やって1
interesting
回
take
は
on
ワンは
stocks.
きついな
ワンツースリ
I
ー
like
だよ
that.
Game, but you know, he said he used to do the scripting for the characters, so he knows a lot more than many people think he does, and he could beat many of you maybe 8 times out of 10
Bro,
in
bet.
through
Run it.
Tekken 6 maybe. The only thing that's
Oh, Tekken 6,
weakened
yeah,
of
you got
him
me there,
is
Chief.
you know his reflexes, I guess you'd say, in reaction time.
Dog, I was like 12.
Right.
これ
When,
Hi.
or not even.
長
I
坂
was
リディ
younger.
ア
That was great. I thought Lydia looked phenomenal. She looked super smooth. And I guess the only thing I'm a little bit concerned for her on the tier list. I think she might be on the lower end. Because it seemed like there was just way too much like punishing counterplay to her. But I don't know. You know, we could obviously be wrong on that note. But I thought she looked great. She looked really fun to play. I was a little disappointed that they're making her easier. Like, come on, man. We gotta stop making characters easier.